again.
Zach. We are live. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of PG-13 with Clara and Zach. I'm Clara, and that is Zach. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, man, I'm so good.
Excellent. Wow. Did you save that for the intro?
No, this is the serendipity of life, young lady.
Oh, that was beautifully done. Excellent. Well,
you're welcome.
If this is your first episode, now you know. This is what it's about.
Yes.
Just for context, I am, for a little bit of a meta, I am working on the fan art that will be at the end of this episode. This is our last Superfight, Blade versus the Cactus.
This is Superfight Inception.
Indeed.
Superfightception.
Wonderful Inception. Just like when I send you a thumbs up emoji and you thumbs up react it and call it thumbception.
I thumb your thumb.
Yeah, exactly. When
I'm
you
like that.
Insist on calling it thumbception like a grown-up.
Yes. You're welcome.
You keep us all entertained, sir. Oh,
I know.
I have a hilarious woe is me story to get us started here.
Sup? Let's bring it.
So I have started, for a while there, I was doing regular jumping jacks routine, which I've fallen out of, and I'm getting back into it now, which is just 3 or 4 solid minutes of jumping jacks, which is
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff, but when you're not used to it, because I'd gotten back out of shape in the jumping jacks department, it really wears on your calves. Like, my calves are super sore right now.
Yeah.
And every time I get muscular soreness in my calves, it's one of those things that flashes me back to the specific visceral memory of, I said memory.
Yes, those are my favorite too.
The world's best memory. It's like an autocorrect speaking.
It's a memory emery board.
A memory
for all your beauty needs.
You just pick it up and it remembers what you.
How long your cuticles were?
Why are you using an emery board on your cuticles? That's for
I don't know. I'm a guy. I do guy things.
You just sit around watching your wife file her nails, just going I wonder what that's all about. Weird.
Yeah, what is she doing?
Women and their wiles.
God, so gross.
Oh, I just grossed myself out just pretending to be that dude.
Just puke in your mouth.
Blark. Well, congratulations, folks. We have burped and barfed on the show already. Because
there you
awesome.
go. There you go. You can support us via Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. For more great burp and barf and probably not really very much comics content, follow us on Patreon.
Yeah, we have enough comics content in our life.
That's true. We're grateful for a hilarious little gap from it sometimes. But anyway, it flashed me back to this experience I had when I was a teen. I was in terrible shape. I was just a bag of mush.
Yeah.
Something physical one day that made my legs sore, over the next 2 days. I had very sore calves for some reason. And being in a home full of small children, there was Lego everywhere. So I'm sure you could see it already. So I go to step out of bed in the morning and my heel, specifically my heel, lands right on a piece of Lego. So you reflexively, flinch away, and that's all calf reflex. And my calves were so sore. So I literally do this up and down, ow, 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 ow. 5 times before my sleepy brain can figure out, I should just move my foot.
Oh.
It's at this point, I should just go back to bed. What a miserable start to the day.
Bag of mush, huh?
I was a bag of mush. I was 40 pounds overweight and no muscle tone. It was
wow.
It was rough, but my health was not great then either. So I just didn't do anything. I just sat around and was sad. High school was a bad time for everybody.
What? When you were sitting around being sad?
Yeah, that caused everyone to have a bad time.
Yes.
Because the world revolved around me.
Oh, I was probably depressed at the same time. So.
Yeah, we probably were. You mean, we mean at the time when I was in high school or when you were in high school?
At the time you were in high school.
Oh, okay.
So.
That's fair.
I was super depressed as well, but yeah, that's great though, because you're all working out like a savage every morning.
I am. I'm trying.
Yeah, you're making the boys sweat, everything.
So many boys. All of the boys that see me in my life where I never leave my apartment, especially now because it's so smoky. We're all miserable.
Yes, they're looking through the windows, Clara.
No, I haven't even opened my blinds in like 2 days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't
If
even
you
want
did,
to.
you just see Andrew Cuomo's face out there breathing heavy.
I mean, I'm on the second floor, so that would be maybe a bit odd.
Hey, he's governor of the most powerful state. He can make things
acquire
happen.
ladders.
Yes.
Powerful men have the ability to acquire ladders when necessary.
So what are you inking today there, Clarfa?
Well, we already talked about it, but I shall reiterate.
I wasn't listening.
Oh, okay. You were busy thinking about your next burp. I understand.
Yes.
This, yet again, is, in my opinion, the very funny and quick drawing of...
the loser art.
Yes, the Blade versus the Cactus, which I did myself this week because I completely forgot, in my state of busyness, to actually hit up one of the fans and see if they wanted to do it. So, fans, if you're listening right now, come at me. Don't hesitate, because I will probably forget until the last minute. If you want to do a fan art and have it appear on the show, just come at me.
Yeah, we've had some great fan art. I mean, all sorts of expressions of how you lose. It's what art's really about. You know, people coming together to express how Clara loses.
Yeah, to express how lame I am. Yeah.
No, just how you lose.
Well, those are very similar, are they not?
No, the How Lame is Clara meeting is later in the week. And
that's right. I got the invite to that. I forgot.
It's bring your own punch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And by punch, you mean like a fist that you could hit Clara.
Yes, Hawaiian punch. I never knew what they meant by Hawaiian punch until I lived in Hawaii and got punched a lot.
Yeah, I saw that joke coming.
It wasn't really a joke. It's just an observation. So back off, lady.
Whatever, you suck.
Yeah.
That was my best comeback.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, well, now I'm sad. Poor little thing.
So, how's your Kickstarter coming along?
It's beauteous. I've been saying for several weeks I'm almost halfway, and I'm finally now actually almost halfway. I am literally one object away from the final element on the final panel to make it the last page of pencils.
Yeah.
And then I have to ink that page, and then that's halfway on the drawing, and then I have to get halfway on the tones and letters. But that part is very, very quick. Like I did a bunch of tones and letters yesterday. So that was, well, not letters, so a bunch of tones, and it was excellent progress.
Awesome. Halfway through you explaining that, I stopped listening.
Yeah, I figured that. But that's also a good time to point out that I was halfway through when I decided to ask you next about what you are doing. How's
really?
Your lovely book here, yes.
Okay. Well, halfway is half the battle.
As is trying.
Yes. So this is Dead Earth Pioneers. Here, we got that panel. Ooh. We got this panel.
That lovely all those face.
Yeah, we'll be dropped back. Yes, we got old sexy pants herself. Yes. Yes.
What did you eat for lunch?
I had a Beyond Burger with some sweet potato fries.
Does that always make you burp that much?
I don't know. I'll start taking notes.
I'll make a spreadsheet in Excel.
You will, but I'm not.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll continue my regular job of making spreadsheets for you.
Yes. Well, you just make them for fun.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you don't have to point that out. Don't embarrass me because of my hobbies.
Zach, I got a spreadsheet for how I apply peanut butter to my toast on Wednesdays when the lunar cycle's waning.
You never respect all the work I put into those, though. I send those to you and you don't acknowledge them. You don't respond. It's like, my peanut butter spreadsheet deserves more respect than you give it.
I work. Yeah, you're an organized lady, aren't you?
Not as much as some, not as much as they could be. Like, there are much more organized people than me, but I try to stay pretty organized because I find that this is your art lesson for today. I personally find that the less things you have to hold in your head, the more things you can think about, and like the more room you have for creativity. If you're not using your brain for, okay, I have a meeting on the 17th and I just have to remember to do it. Like, I write everything down. I get up in the morning and I make a list so that I'm free to think instead of think about what I'm supposed to be keeping up with. And it's made a difference in my life, but I know that's also the type of person I am. So maybe not for everyone, but you know.
Yeah. I'm big on lists, but I don't show them to you because I'm afraid of list shaming.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to say your list was R-rated or something.
Well, everything is R-rated with Zach, except for PG-13 Zach.
That's true. That's true. Now I can't think of anything that would be on an R-rated list.
R-rated list. I don't know. We have a lot of R-rated conversations now. Good, hey, nice tight pants in the movie Labyrinth.
To be fair, I think that's a conversation most humans have had at this point in history.
Yeah, you can't not. You're like, oh, puppets. Okay, there's a Schwanz.
Yep, exactly. It's not really avoidable.
British Schwanz. So there's this, like, first he has like flesh-colored pants in the Labyrinth. And then on top of the flesh-colored things, he has this little cashew he's smuggling at the crotch level of his pants.
You're the worst. Yep. See, that's the R-rated thing on your list is cashew smuggling.
Yes. Well, on BLU, I'm known for human horn smuggling.
That's right. You are. I keep forgetting that that's on the logo of your BLU picture there.
Yeah, no one's. Oh no, one person did bring it up.
Oh, so, yeah?
A person of great taste.
We know who the nerds are. Was that person me?
No.
Okay, good. We all know I don't have great taste.
Oh, well, no one knows because they halfway through all your talk, they stop paying attention.
Oh, well, that's probably my fault. I can complain about it, but that just means I'm a boring speaker. They're paying attention. They're looking through my window, so that's why they're not listening to me talk. It's hard to hear someone talk through a window.
That was a lot of words, Clara.
I'm so sorry. Are you bored? Is your
No. I'm drawing folds in this, so I'm a little. I have to think, so I can't concentrate on your psychobabble.
Oh, on my psychobabble. I'm sorry. Well, what about? I bet something you could concentrate on would be a super fight of some kind. You
want a super fight? Hey, no lesson this week, guys, but we're going to make it up by Les is going to do 14 lessons for free next week for you.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Full disclosure, guys, we are working like dogs, and we both kind of feel like crap because of the weather, and we're working on a ton of things at the same time, so we're doing our best, and we love you, but this is the best we got right now. I'm sorry.
We're almost through our deadlines.
We are almost survived this madness. All right, I'm pulling out the cards here. Oh, I didn't quite get enough.
My gosh. People tune into this show for a high level professionalism.
I know. This just shows you how overworked I am right now. All righty, here we go.
Let's do this.
Let's do this thing.
Let's fucking do it. Let's do it.
All right, sir. I think that was one already.
That was
Oh, okay. It was like an Irish one.
It was angry dad at the outhouse. So the door's muffled and you can't prove he said anything.
Is that how you learn swear words as a kid, listening to the outside of outhouses? That's really weird.
Ear to outhouse.
Ear to outhouse. Swear lessons with Zach.
Yes. That's how I got through most of life.
Listening to outhouses. Yeah. That's a little bit weird. All right.
What, pooping in nature?
No, listening to outhouses.
Oh, see, you're just all these non sequiturs, Clara.
Yeah, I'm just a crazy person. All right, you ready to hear your fate? Oh, no, wait, my fate is first.
Bring your own destruction upon us.
Someday
Go.
I will learn. Okay. Well, this is a pretty good start. I am an ultimate fighting champion.
Okay, what is that?
You know, why are you asking me?
Okay.
It's a strong person in a fighting sport.
What if they're really weak but just naturally gifted?
You're a jerk. And
go. Carry on.
And I'm armed with a crowbar, so that seems superfluous, but may as well. And I have frost breath.
Really?
Yeah, crowbar and frost breath. So interesting.
It's better than having swamp breath.
Swamp breath?
Yes.
Is that what is that? You're making a reference that I'm not getting. Is that like
Do you have to know what swamp breath is to get the joke, my dear Clara?
No, I don't think, but I feel like you're referring to a real thing. Is that morning breath?
No, there's swamp ass. I've never heard of swamp breath before, though.
Oh, okay. Well, there's probably an activity involved in acquiring that. But anyway.
What, swamp ass or swamp breath?
Swamp breath.
Are you going down on Swamp Thing?
That's more specific than I meant, but that was a hilarious image. I don't know if I even imagined.
You're welcome.
Okay.
We know what. Hey, boys, you want to know what makes Miss Clara tick? Listen up.
I do love Swamp Thing. I love. I love Swamp Thing. All right, let's see. You ready for your fate?
Yes. Now that I'm just imagining you.
Don't imagine me doing it.
You and Swamp Thing on a date.
What's his girlfriend's name? Abby Vane? Is it Abby Vane?
Something like that.
I don't want to break them up, and I like her hair.
How do you know they're not open?
I support them because they don't really seem like it. I don't know. All right.
Life gets boring in the swamp.
I don't think so, or they wouldn't be able to make so freaking many comics about it.
Okay.
That was a pretty good comeback. You got to give me that.
That was a comeback?
Oh, whatever. All right. Here's your fate. I'm going to deflect. Here's your fate. You're a werewolf, so that might actually be a pretty gnarly fight.
Yes.
You have a beard made of bees.
Oh, cool.
yeah, enjoy. And you can summon cats to do your bidding.
Boring, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. All right, I'm feeling a bit vulnerable. I thought I had it.
What are you again?
I'm a ultimate fighting champ.
Oh, okay.
I have a crowbar and frost breath. I'm gonna make you go first this time.
Oh, okay. Someone's been talking to you.
Yeah, it's been you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. To remind you, you are a werewolf with a beard of bees, and you can summon cats, but I doubt you're going to use that last one. What you got?
What are you?
I am an ultimate fighting champ with frost breath and a crowbar.
So, I'm something with a. Sorry, I'm inking folds. We shouldn't be playing Superfight while I ink folds.
Should I go first? Would you like?
What am I again?
Dude, why don't I go first?
No, I got it. I already know how I'm gonna beat you. But
You're
I'm
a werewolf.
I'm a werewolf. That's what I am.
Werewolf with a beard of bees, and there's cats if you need them.
I always like when werewolves and vampires fight. A werewolf it'd be like a bite fisting. It wouldn't even be pleasant or close.
I don't know. I feel like they're fairly evenly matched.
There's nothing dumber than first of all vampires would be laughed out of existence because they're the dumbest creation of all time. They make no sense at all.
Why not?
At all.
Why not? It makes more sense than a human turning into a wolf periodically and then turning.
No, that actually biologically, because there's such things as wolves and there's such things as human beings, so you can imagine one in between. Okay, first of all, vampires, I don't quite get how they function. They need blood. Are they made of blood? I don't quite understand their physiology. If they're undead, so they're dead. They need blood for some reason, but they can't generate their own blood making process. So they somehow eat other animals' blood, and that gives them magical powers or something.
No, they just ingest blood. That's their natural diet once they're vampires.
Okay, and they wear really like frilly clothes, and they date 15-year-old girls.
Well, it depends on the era they're in, or what vampires are we talking about? Are we talking?
I don't know. It's literally the worst monster ever created as a vampire. People that, like, if you ever meet somebody and they're like, my favorite monster is, and they say vampire, they're not a likable person.
I like Dracula. Dracula's a wonderful creation.
Yeah, that's awesome. A little different. But
awesome book. I love.
Yes, it is. It's a wonderful book, actually. But
well, you're a hypocrite there for hating vampires. Then
no, I'm talking like just your normal, high fashion vampires. There's nothing good about them. They're just dumb creatures that. Okay, I can't go out. The sun bakes me for some reason. Makes absolutely no sense. Garlic, I guess, makes me fart so bad I die. They need blood to make more blood, or do they have immune systems? How are they dead but still moving around?
They just eat blood.
Why do they need blood only?
Because it's their diet. I can't explain. They are supernatural creatures, so you got to give a little leeway here.
Well, see, the Wolfman isn't supernatural.
Yes, he is.
This is just a big wolf guy that, his tool shed swinging in the breeze in the park at night. There's nothing bad about a werewolf other than, if being absolutely freaking awesome is a bad thing. The vampires are just the dumbest, like dumb, like children ordering a children's meal at Arby's level of irony.
Okay, I am not a vampire apologist here, and they are both stupid and fun creations, but straight up, you cannot argue that vampires make less sense than werewolves. Vampires
make no sense. They're made of nothing. They're dead. They bite. They rape girls, basically.
That's not my argument. Stop yelling. That's not my argument. My argument is werewolves make less sense. You really want to postulate to me that a human being, every full moon...
No, he's not a human being. You said it's a dead supernatural monster.
The werewolf?
No, sorry. I thought you meant your lame-o, nice-dressed boyfriends, the vampires.
Vampires are not my boyfriends. I just think werewolves are even lamer than vampires. Because, shut up and listen to me. Because you cannot, it is not survivable to have a full skeletal level transformation. Your entire dermis transforms, your entire skeleton transforms, your metabolic system completely changes for the duration of a night, or depending on which franchise you're in, completely at will. That is not a survivable thing.
See, you baffle me with your level of ignorance. So, but I'm going to forgive you. So this is it. So you sleep during the day because the sun burns your skin like you're the weakest person that ever. Oh, the sun.
The sun burns everyone's skin, to be fair.
The sun. I can't handle. Oh, owie. And then it like their stupid burned skin sloughs off on their $8,000 frilly white shirt. And and their 15-year-old girlfriend that just doesn't understand them breaks up with him, so he has no one to go to the prom, vampire prom with. And okay, so you drink blood and you can fly. And by the way, they turn into bats. So shut your face about this dermis stretching.
I mean, turning into a bat is
Yeah,
pretty rough.
yeah. At least a werewolf is about the same size as a man. A bat is nowhere near the size of a man.
You're right. But not all.
So thank you for proving your own folly.
You wouldn't have gotten there if I hadn't helped you, by the way.
Oh my gosh! Why don't you just take credit for everything, Miss Clara?
That's what I'm here for. Not all mythoses.
I'm wrong, but you wouldn't be right without me. Let's go hurt. I said you may be wrong, but you couldn't be right without me. What an argument!
You leave me nothing else.
Let's go herd sheep in the woods.
Herd sheep in the woods? What did happen to you? Oh, you went hick. Oh, okay, I see. Well, that's an argument that we just had.
Okay, so anybody who thinks vampire, that's the super fight. Because here's the a werewolf that had a beer. See, my bee, you think I'm going to use my a beard of bees to do anything? No, actually, I'm going to use them. I was just going to use them because I'm a cool person. That's what cool people have. Beard of bees.
Yeah, you have one in real life. You have one right now.
I do.
We're filtering the sound out.
I had you sign an NDA to never speak of my beard of bees.
Oh, no, I'm fired. I'm triple fired.
Yes, which means I have to hire you twice to refire you again.
Oh.
I first send all my bees out. They swarm you and only sting your taint, inner ears, and right between your eyes.
Oh.
And then while you're doing that, I summon all tigers on planet Earth that bite and eat you.
Oh, you went with tigers. That's interesting. Now, do the tigers want to eat bees? Because I'm covered with bees. Or is this after the bees have left me a shuddering mass of jelly?
After the bees have stung you, they're dead. So.
Right, that's true. But you have lots of bees.
Their butts have been ripped from their bodies solely. They wanted to help farmers in the world have more food, but they figured the best use of their lives would to be martyr themselves by thrusting their pointy butts into you until you perished. Yeah. And then their butts ripped off and they died.
Their meaning in life was to help plants have sex, but instead you forced them to.
I didn't force them. They took it upon themselves, Clara. You got to understand how much the world is against you, and you thinking vampires are superior to werewolves. Vampires, literally the lamest monster ever. Mac and me laughs at that mouth that's wide open. That's because somebody once said they liked a vampire. That's why Mac's mouth is open like that for Mac and me.
It's just a horrifying little sphincter.
Yes, you did. You gave a Mac and me sphincter mouth.
I gave him sphincter mouth. Well,
yes. So, anyways, you're dead.
I'm dead. All right. I'm not. Whoa, what can I even do here other than attack you for cruelty to bees?
No, this is their own free will. You got to understand how the animal kingdom feels about you, Clara.
It's a lesson about sacrifice because you've just decided that I am a vampire.
I didn't. The bees. I actually was neutral about you, but I figured you're in such pain and I didn't want you to die of anaphylactic shock. That's why the tiger ate you out of pure mercy and benevolence.
I'm saying that you decided my champion, what is it? My ultimate fighting champion is also a vampire apologist, which infuriates you because you're very childish about made up things. Actually, you're a werewolf.
Yes.
Nice. You're a werewolf that exists in a universe without vampires. So you're actually you're secretly very angry. You're Batman without a Joker. You don't have a true villain.
Notice that I can beat you without giving you motivation.
Well, I'm giving it anyway, and I'm going to see you do nothing about it because it's my turn.
Okay.
So, you completely made me lose my train of thought, and now I'm angry.
Plus, Tom Cruise looked really good as a vampire. That's got to say a lot of things.
Brad Pitt looked better, but
Brad Pitt looks good tying his shoes.
Hell yeah, he does. What was I saying? Okay, that's right. You are secretly angry and jealous because you are a werewolf that exists in a world without vampires. So
Cheating by giving me motivations that I don't have at all.
I am only doing exactly what you did. You made up my backstory, so I am making up yours. You are angry that you exist in a world without
You already went.
I didn't do anything.
I know, because you stink.
I have not gone yet. It is my turn to go. You're going to shut up and listen to me. All right. So I know that you are frustrated and angry, and that is why you're coming after me.
Keep my personal life out of this, Claire. You can win without that.
The bees just aren't satisfying you like they used to. So you come after me, and I got my crowbar. And I can't, man, there's really nothing I can do, is there? I'm swatting at bees with my crowbar. So here's what it is. I know I'm going to
Hell no, you get in the corner.
I know I'm going to perish because shut up. This bitter vampireless werewolf in his vampireless world is going to destroy me from a distance like a coward with his beard full of bees. But I yell to him as I die in the mouths of tigers and full of bee stingers that I know his... You know,
the word works really good in dramatic speeches.
I'm like, I know! That's what my voice sounds like too. I'm a female Ultimate Fighter champ.
There are those. Shout out. And Noonan is one of the toughest ladies that ever walked the earth, and nice as a person gets too. Super likable.
So I am one of those, and I just yelled that I know your secret shame, and this hand sucks. That's right. I die shaking my fist to the heavens. This hand sucks.
You were so smitten with yourself in it before.
Well, that was before I knew you were a werewolf who could attack me from a distance with bees. You didn't even have to kill me with werewolfery. You just had to send your bees after me. It was vicious.
Well, you thought I was going to lose at first, remember?
I did.
You're like, oh, you didn't get a good hand, Zach. That's verbatim.
Yeah, roll back the tape. You'll hear me say.
That's how you started your sentence.
Oh gosh. Well, that was interesting. That hand really sucked for me, but
it was a good one. You just you brought out A+, Zach, because your love of vampires is not only repugnant, it's obscene.
I don't even love vampires. I just think they make a tiny bit more sense than werewolves.
This is why there's a Yoda lesson in here somewhere, lady.
Oh, do or do not. There is no try.
Extra ball you have.
Oh wait, you didn't tell that story. Tell that one real quick.
Which one? The
extra ball you have story.
Oh, that's just, if you ever want to know where that comes from, that's what Yoda says in the, it was around, I don't know, 93, 94, when the first like digital badass Star Wars game came out. Me and my buddy, Chris Vaughn, shout out Chris Vaughn before he went into the Marines. We just got good at it. I worked at a restaurant and he was waiting to go into the Marines. So we used to go play pinball and stuff together. Anyways, when you do, in fact, get an extra ball, Yoda goes, he does his laugh, extra ball you have. So I can't quite do Yoda. So balls not make one great. Back when I did not my baby Yoda drawing, but one of my earlier Yoda drawings, when I posted it on Instagram, I think I posted it with the blurb something like, you know, I think I did a good job drawing this Miss Piggy sounding little guy. He's like, it was fun and all that. And my poor baby sister comments, I never realized how much he sounds like Miss Piggy. Did she catch online flack for that?
No, because I told her right away. It's like, please, you. I don't know how you missed this, but they are voiced by the same person. Take that down before the internet attacks you.
The only more fervent fans on Earth than Star Wars are gun fans, like people that just like collect them for like, I have 300 guns.
Yeah.
Those are the two worst collectors on Earth, I've found out. Most other nerds are nice and fun.
Well, I don't know. You really have it in for model train people.
It's just what I use for guys that have given up getting their wang doodles touched.
If you insist. I don't know.
I do insist you say the word wang doodle.
Oh, wang doodle?
There you go. Someone isolate that. Clara is saying bad words. That's another Kumite shirt.
It is. I'm pretty sure.
By the way, yeah, Clara has still not got me my show enough / Kumite shirt.
I need to post that poll to see if everybody agrees on that.
Everybody agrees. Clara.
They are going to want you. They're going to want you to get that
Clara.
shirt. I will gladly pony up and get you that shirt. And then I will ask you obnoxiously what size it should be and post a conversation. What is it?
We're doing pony.
Oh.
Good morning. How are you? Or something. Jump right on my pony. Is that like tiny, super skinny kid? Like it's like a black tour bus goes into like some hillbilly bar. Mm-hmm. That's my age music, man.
I love all songs that begin with "Good morning, how are you?" that aren't by Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, that's right. My generation music. Shout out Gen X, last great generation on Earth. The rest of you guys inherited a really turdy world.
Yeah, we did, to be fair, and then we get blamed for it.
You should.
Yep, it's clearly our fault.
I fire your generation.
We get blamed for the bad economy, wanting to be happy every now and then.
That smell in the air.
Yeah, not wanting to contribute to
you
the problem.
Get blamed for wanting to be happy every now and again, Clara?
Yep, we do.
You're the person who's like, anytime something's about to start, okay, who's having fun? Stop. Stop.
I'm defending my generation, not myself personally.
Stop.
And I do not get in the way of people having fun. The only person who's fun I get in the way of is my own.
Can I see your manager?
I have never once used the phrase, "Can I see your manager?" in real life.
Stop. Stop.
I don't do that. I have never once asked for a manager. I've worked enough retail to know how to behave at a store. You can always tell people who have never worked in the service industry, they have no idea how the real world works.
Oh, yeah.
You can.
I think that's most humans, though.
I don't know.
They're just kind of on some weird autopilot of sucking.
I don't know. Like, you really, Tales of Trader Joe's, back in the day, it was really, and we would talk about this all the time. It's like when you meet someone who has worked in retail before, they understand how to treat you, which is just as a human, and you're not to blame for everything that's wrong in their lives personally. And when they've never worked in retail, they treat you the opposite of that. They're really convinced that everything in the world is your fault, and you have the secret formula to solve all their problems.
That's how vampires treat people.
I think vampires just treat people as snacks.
Yeah, or werewolves, man. They have like werewolf sex, and they have werewolf barbecue night, which is pretty cool.
Werewolf barbecue night sounds great. Although it would probably smell, to be fair. Be a smelly day. You're
the undead. Don't even talk about another creature's smell. Everyone was just being nice to you, vampire lover.
I'm not claiming to be a vampire. I'm just assessing the quality.
Little Miss Vampire Kisser here.
Oh, whatever. It's better than it's still slightly better than Werewolf Kisser. Are you making?
Do you think there's what do you think's better? Werewolf only fans or vampire only fans? It'd definitely be werewolf would be the fun one. Vampires would be all complainy and serious all the time. Ugh.
Well, if you want to get...
Don't open the window. Blah. I need blood. Bull, 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 bull.
They're allowed to need blood. It's what they eat.
It makes no sense. Blood.
I really don't know. I really don't. I don't enjoy sexualizing either of them because both of them are like really not, their particular constitutions do not lend themselves to that. Like, at all.
No, man, a werewolf?
No, man, they're gross. They're gross.
Werewolves get laid a lot. Ask funny-looking British chicks in American Werewolf in London.
As humans, not as wolves. And they only get laid as humans when they don't know that they are also a werewolf.
How do you know? You only know of the stories where the werewolf finds out late. What if most werewolves, got it together? They're Teen Wolf. Like Teen Wolf in later years. They're laying down some pipe. They're stay silent and quiet and play a little b-ball on the side. And I guess knowing that movie, you're going to have some subtle racial slurs and gay jokes.
Yeah. But I think that's after there's an understanding in the relationship. Like, I have come to accept that you are a werewolf and I'm okay with that. But like early on in the relationship,
they're better lovers. Vampires are too self-obsessed.
I don't know. There's way more shows about the sexiness of vampires than
overcompensation.
Oh, that's true. Oh, so they're like, it's the equivalent of those lifted trucks.
What? Oh yeah. So like, or a loud Harley motorcycle or something,
Yeah.
Like brum, 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 brum.
Exactly.
And then they're pee shy at the Flying J gas station.
This goes out to gentlemen everywhere. I whenever I see a dude acting a fool on the road with a motorcycle or a souped up car or a lifted truck or anything, I yell, "Congratulations on your thing I can't say on this show," because we all know that you are compensating. It is you may as well be projecting that into the world.
Because I love Clara so much, I'm going to say it for her. You have small schwans.
Yes. And
baby schwans.
And none of us would have known if you didn't have that lifted truck.
Sorry, you can't make your wife orgasm.
So, yeah.
But there's worse fates in life. You could be a comic book editor.
You could be a werewolf.
You could be a werewolf comic book editor.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that on the show. Now they're going to steal the idea. Quick, TM. Werewolf comic book editor coming this fall. Oh, so how much?
It has been 30 days, Zach. The moon is out. You are late.
That's right, but they're like a really great editor. They're like actually really nice and understanding and good to work with, unless it's the full moon, and then they become this nightmare editor. And they don't. I cannot process any information when you giggle. I'm sorry. But that's the unknown element. Like, you as the artist don't understand why they're nice part of the time. And then they have this random, they turn crazy every now and then. So I don't know. I think there might be something in that. Werewolf comic book editor. You keep making Frankenstein sounds.
Yeah, that's the irony of being a Frankenstein comic book editor. They never actually read the books that they're referencing.
Oh. That's a good book too. I like that book as well.
Yeah, that is a very good book.
But it's one of these old books with a lot of like with entitlement in the rich protagonist. Like,
oh yeah. Well, it was written in that era, man.
Right, exactly. Where there's a sort of
Madame Bovary type,
Yeah, and just
era
like the characters themselves are unbearable. Like, I love Moby Dick, but Ishmael is such a bummer. He's a bummer. He is such a bummer. Although, to be fair, I hadn't read it like as an adult in a long time, and I was re-listening to it recently, and it just struck me like a ton of bricks. Like, oh, this first chapter is about depression. I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, he's just a lame-o. And it took some indigenous, vampire dick to some Queequeg love, man.
I love Queequeg though. Like, what a fun, interesting character.
Especially for the time it was written.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. Like, it was very, it was such the crew was, so diverse. I genuinely really enjoyed that. And even though he's using what a lot of what would be offensive terms now, at the time they were the appropriate terms, and he's like being very it's very lovely in that way.
It's hard. I mean, you can look at Teddy Roosevelt, who was at the time called a bleeding heart liberal, and the language he uses, you're like, oh, hey now.
Right, exactly.
It's like, okay, Grandpa. Whoa.
Right. Well,
we're in public.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I saw a chart recently of like what was the politically correct term for various ethnicities over the decades. And like
Clara's trying to study up on her correct use of racial slurs, everyone.
Yeah, how to correctly use racial slurs. And just like how rapidly they change, and they even like go back and forth sometimes.
Oh yeah,
it's like, man, this is okay.
It's almost like censoring language is counterproductive, huh?
And just thinking through, like, wow, so in this decade, that was actually the respectful term, huh? Wow, okay.
How dare you show your table legs?
My table legs, eh?
Because you had to hide them back in the day. You had to put a skirt around them.
So wait, you just jumped from...
Like, I'm just making... my mind is just going puritanical avarice.
I thought you were making fun of my legs.
Oh, I won't make fun of your legs. I haven't seen your legs.
They're
no
very
one
strong.
Has seen your legs.
I wear shorts all the time. It is much too warm here.
Clara has no legs, everyone.
You got me. I just hover. I'm a Cthulhu, and I just sort of hover above the ground. I have lots of tentacles.
You actually roll. I've seen you.
Oh, okay, but you haven't seen me, but you have seen me roll. Got it.
No pictures. It's at it's in the Corn Palace directory.
Oh, because I'm the Corn Palace queen.
Queen of the Corn Palace, though recently shamed. You have
shamed? How did I get
you
shamed?
And Chris Cuomo or whatever, Andrew Cuomo.
Who's staring in my window because he's rich enough to acquire a ladder?
Yes. He's a man of endless ladder means.
I am a man of many ladders.
You don't tempt me. If I bring on the full onslaught of my...
I will raise an army of 1,000 ladders, and I will destroy you with our height.
There you go. Thanks for following in. I'm inking something difficult today, so you're the one that's going to have to be high energy.
I have to do all of the yelling. You have seen the height of but one ladder. Do you dare to consider the height of 1,000 ladders, stacked one atop of the other?
Nay, 1,001!
Nay, 1,001! There is not a single wall we cannot overquest.
Oh, you got like constipated at the end.
I went extra pompous. I went full Jane Austen inflection.
Yeah, you did do Jane Austen.
It's like the
You're like the benevolent aliens from Galaxy Quest.
I assume you see this too because you've been to more cons than me, but I love that somehow at every con there's just a group of those guys wandering around.
Yeah, more and more. Galaxy Quest was just gold.
Do you know it's been picked up for a show?
Oh no.
I don't know if that's going to be any good, but it's an interesting idea.
Oh gosh, come up with new stuff, Hollywood.
I know.
Quit doing this.
They're
the vampires. Ugh, let's take this popular thing and molest it.
Or just drink blood. Drink its blood.
Let's drink your blood. See? You don't like say or like when you got to come up with people that are going to destroy you, you don't go werewolves. You come up always with vampires. They're going to drink your blood.
That's right.
They're going to grab your butt.
They're inherently more powerful.
They're like, creep through your window. Blah, blah.
They're inherently more powerful. That's why they are used for that metaphor.
I'm so powerful, I'm creeping on you. Blah.
Because I have a ladder.
Blah.
Well, I very much regretted that. What was that one of the recent phone calls we were on when we started both speaking in like pompous British inflection? Oh, that's right. Where we ended up talking about what was it? What was the conversation where someone had their head cleft in twain?
In twain.
And we just kept ladling on the
nary but a twain cleft.
Oh, and then those are the moments I regret we weren't recording at the time, because we do these tangents in real life too, and it is hilarious.
We do have hilarious tangents, unlike when I'm inking this difficult thing.
What is it you're on right now?
Oh, I'm just all over the place on this. This page is a tough one. It's all open panels, and
yeah,
of course it's my opus, so I'm overdoing everything. And
a lot of so many environmental textures. That adds a lot of extra work.
It's also going to make more sense as you see more of the book, because it's stylistically matters.
Right.
So.
Oh, right. Yeah. Now I hadn't thought that through, but you're right. Yeah, that'll create a good balance.
So
excuse me.
Dr. Professor Bowling Alley.
I had a burp, but it came out as a cough. That was disgusting.
No, double pipe classics. Well, no, that's inspiring. So never mind.
I am inspiring. I inspire everyone I meet.
That's the name of your self-help book. I am inspiring.
I am inspired. Be an inspiration to everyone you meet. His skull was cleft in twain.
You do you.
You do you. I do say that though. But
I'm aware.
I know, and you make fun of me saying that. But honestly, I say that to you mainly when I don't understand what you're getting at. It's like, okay, just do whatever you need to do, dude. I don't know. All right.
It's almost like I know that.
Yeah, I know you know that, but I'm explaining it to.
But do you know that I know that you know that?
I probably would have known that you knew that if I'd thought about it, but now I'm just describing it on a podcast.
Oh, so you're thinking about it that you might possibly know things that you know about me knowing.
I'm thinking about knowing things that you might know.
Okay, thanks for clarifying.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad we got that sorted out. That was important.
Have people been giving you, do they still give you Superfight advice?
I don't think they ever gave. Oh, that one time
they did early on.
That one time I said I needed to be more aggressive. I could have been more aggressive this fight, but like
you were super aggressive. You gave my guy personality traits. You judged his character as a monster.
Because that's what you do. Literally, this fight, this one I'm drawing right now, you literally told me what my dream was. You told me about the inner workings of my brain, and that was how you tried to win the fight. It's like I can play a few cards like that if I want to. If I want to decide that you have anxiety about aimlessness in your werewolf life, then I'm going to play that card. Because you cheat constantly.
I do not.
I slap you with a glove, sir.
How dare you? I say good day.
Smack.
I love the time when I say good day was the highest of insults. I may have already done that, but I just love that. Mm-hmm. I say good day.
But it depends on the inflection. It reminds me of the scene in Fellowship of the Ring at the beginning where, is it Bilbo who's trying to get, or no, that's the Hobbit. It was Bilbo who's trying to get Gandalf to go away by just repeating good morning, like we're done here. And I was like, oh man, what an introvert moment. I can totally relate to that. This is just like, okay, you can stop talking now. And they don't pick up on that at all.
yeah. Old Frodo, or no, Bilbo,
yeah.
Man, Bilbo it's just too sexualized of a word for me. I don't like talking about Bilbo.
Time has not been kind to that word, I shall admit.
Yeah. Though I used to call my roommate Frodo because of his furry feet.
Is that true?
He was super hairy. Yeah. You can ask my wife. Um,
oh yeah.
he was super duper hairy, and if he wore no shoes, it was literally it was Frodo feet.
Was he also the one with the super pale legs?
No.
Oh,
no.
This is a different one. Okay.
He would kind of pale legs, but no. That was just disturbingly bad. My wife still mocks it.
Well, I hope she doesn't mock my legs because I am super white all over all the time.
Yeah, there's few humans in history that have had your porcelain skin, lady. So
listen, I cannot help my ethnicity, and I am not going to pretend to be ashamed of it.
I'll be ashamed for you, like Subutai.
You're super blonde, and I'm still whiter than you somehow.
Yeah, I growing up in Hawaii, my dad tans easily, and then I just stopped getting burned in Hawaii, you know.
So you inherited from your dad. I'm trying to work in how to talk about that conversation we had about what elements of appearance you inherited from your parents without giving too much away.
Oh, why did I say something funny?
No, I said, well, I was in a somewhat altered state.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to ask. You made some comment about how some people think you are younger than you are. And I was in my head, I'm like, well, your appearance in that sense is somewhat genetic. But the words that came out, because I was not fully sober, were, are your parents attractive?
Oh, I thought you were going to. The words that came out were, could you please bend over?
And then I heard what I had said, and I just laughed for a long time. So now,
bro, how hot are your parents, bro?
And like for days afterwards, you would randomly text me like, "How hot are your parents,
bro?
Are your parents available?
Your parents hot? What's your parents' Grindr profile? Dude, saw your dad's OnlyFans the other day.
Oh no! Oh, are your parents as hot as vampires?
Are your parents at the vampire orgy tonight? That's so hot.
Oh, that's the worst thing I can think of. That's the worst place I could possibly imagine.
Vampire orgy?
No, the worst place I can possibly imagine seeing your parents.
At a vampire orgy? Or running the vampire orgy?
I mean, it's about the. You mean as food or participating? Your
call. Which would be worse, Clara? Seeing your parents host and take part in the vampire orgy, or what was the other option? Oh, being the hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah.
And you got to watch them being eaten alive, like those poor fish in Japan when it's like trying to breathe and they're like chewing on it.
Oh yeah. You know what? I think they would be equally bad, but in different ways.
Man, you have a lot of terrible answers.
That is my carefully thought out answer, sir. I can give whatever answer I want. It's
okay. Carry on. Enlighten me.
No, that's my whole thing. I think there would be nobody wants to see their parents having vampire sex, and nobody wants to see their parents eaten alive. Like they're both bad.
No, this is a would you rather. This is going to be our new game.
I have to.
The world explodes and everyone dies, and no, it's your fault. And whatever creator you believe in is going to punish you for not taking the moral high ground on this.
Okay.
But would you rather see your parents gleefully being the ringleaders of the monthly vampire orgy,
it's only
or as I call it, the vampire lifestyle, and or see them being eaten at that thing as an hors d'oeuvre.
I mean,
and they're being eaten while the vampires are having orgy sex.
Okay, I think I have to take the moral high ground here and say it's obviously better. The better answer is the one where nobody's being killed, but it would still be rough.
You're saving the world. Heroes don't come often. It's a sacrifice, right?
Yeah, it's a sacrifice, much like the bees in your werewolf beard.
No, well, they dislike vampires so much they're willing to die to prove it.
You are very cavalier about the lives of these bees that you just fling at this.
I loved these bees. Don't ever question my love of my pet beard of bees. I raised them since
and cherished them. They were.
I made my own. What is it called? Queen's bee oil or whatever crap. I can't remember.
Oh, royal jelly.
Royal jelly, damn it.
You made your own royal jelly to feed your bee babies.
In my bosom.
You made a little bee bonnet for each and every one of them.
Yes, took them to bee school. Kissed them on the bee lips on the way out. So I am torn up, ma'am. Torn up. Ma'am.
You are bereft of your bee babies.
They were stolen. They were too young.
No, taken from us too soon.
Yes. They sacrificed their butts and their lives for the greater good of humanity.
They sacrificed their butts and their lives. Well, dude, guess what?
So
we have already done an hour, sir.
Your cacti couldn't be better, Clara. We're gonna have to do some art trades here because I need the butt cheeks drawing.
The butt cheeks drawing?
Yes.
What butt cheeks drawing?
There's a golf cart and an act of mighty fury.
Oh, that's right. That's right. What was that one? Okay, that was Hannibal Lecter with lightning vision versus Jason of Jason the Argonauts, but he's handcuffed to a golf cart. That's right.
There you go. Oh, I love this show.
Oh.
Hey, everyone. We promised a lesson next episode. We couldn't prepare this week, so we are both inking stuff we're wildly behind on.
Yep.
And Clara, don't be too hard on her for liking literally the dumbest monster ever invented.
Werewolves make less sense?
Shout out werewolves, better lovers, can do higher math functions, all things vampires can't do when they're drooling, picking out frilly shirts.
But they don't kill your parents.
Yes, so you got to go with your parents running the Vampire Swingers Club. Welcome to the lifestyle. Grab your vampire glow stick and
your frilly shirt and your
frilly shirt
and your half mask.
Your tearaway frilly shirt.
That's your glittery mask. Here's your absurdly oversized wig.
Oh yeah, because it's eyes wide shut. So they got that. I forgot swinger rules. Thanks for bringing it up, Clara.
Right. They got the mask. And it's in some sort of really cold man. You know, someplace where you really want to be naked, a really cold antique mansion.
Yeah, it's frigid in there.
Yeah. It's clammy and there's.
And that's why you'd want another reason why you want to hang around a werewolf, because you know they got heavy hangs. A vampire's they're probably pee shy. A vampire, don't look. Blah, don't look. Blah, I'm trying to pee. Blah.
I don't think vampires pee. Depending on the mythos,
they don't have
any bodily.
They intake blood. Where does the refuse go?
I don't know. It's all made up.
Anytime I ask you to explain a vampire, you just go like just a rag doll in the conversation, and I bring up the majesty, the physical prowess and virility, the party-esque fun atmosphere, better chests, less probably. Undead smell. They don't go blah.
They probably smell like dogs.
Dogs smell great. Hey, miss, I don't shower this week.
Yeah, dogs.
Give me a burrito from the gas station. Nom, nom, nom.
Dogs smell great when you take care of them and bathe them all the time. Wolves probably don't smell great.
Compared to the undead flesh?
No, they're not. They're not zombies. They're not rotting. They're just immortal.
Wait, if they're not rotting, there has to be entropy. If they're not regenerating, how are they?
It's made up, and they're supernatural.
Why do you need blood then if they're not regenerating? They don't need it.
I don't know. I don't know what they do with the blood. All I know, my only argument has ever been they make a little bit more sense than werewolves.
Maybe the blood is used for, this is dark. I was going to say vampire orgy lube, but
no, that's what I thought. That's really the only other option.
Yeah. That's, I guess we both arrived at the same location, shaking our heads.
Maybe
Damn it.
maybe they regurgitated onto food like the fly.
Yum. Another reason a werewolf party is much better. Don't go vampires in the beehole because, well, they would like that. So don't. You give them traditional sex. That's how you punish them.
You just don't give them anything.
Missionary, blah!
You just don't treat them like they're cool, and they'll be horrified.
Hey, nice shirt. Did you get it at the Gap? Blah!
No, just walk up to them and say, you're a normal person, and then just keep walking, and they'll be like,
hey, man, your fingers look skinny. Blah! Orgy over. Blah!
Someone criticized my fingers.
Okay, everyone, this is PG-13 with your host, Dork Zackelson, and Clara Meath is also alive, and she's been demoted since she likes vampires.
Yeah.
Let us know why werewolves are superior, and or you can try and woo our young, wonderful artist, Clara Meath, into liking you by making up facts about why vampires don't suck buttholes.
But don't woo me by putting a ladder or an army of ladders stacked on top of each other under my window.
Blah.
Blah.
Blah. Nice room. Blah. I'm pee shy. Blah. Get away. Blah.
It would just be nice closed blinds.
Why aren't there stall doors at the orgy? Blah. I'm pee shy.
They would need why aren't there diaphanous curtains in here?
Blah. They said no pixies. Blah. Everyone, this is Dead Earth Pioneers coming out next year. I got 47 pages left and I'm done. Clara's almost done with it. You're not even going to believe her book. She already has a publisher because she's so badass. Badass is in the Bible. This dude walked up to a donkey that was being bad. And chastise them, just in case you're wondering. So I won this episode. Everyone go back and listen to the previous episode because I think I get a free t-shirt.
You may indeed. I will put up a poll with this when I post this episode.
Just put up the poll. Should I get a Kumite winner t-shirt or a Show Enough t-shirt? Kiss my Converse.
Oh, okay. I will put up a poll.
Because we already know who won.
Oh, okay.
You broke the rules. I've already given $475,000 worth of sketchbooks out. So you can buy one t-shirt.
Yes.
Hey, fans. We love ya.
We do love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with our weirdness. And enjoy the various tangents that will go on for eternity.
Mrs. Clara Meath. Sorry, your mom, you're not Clara Jr. What's your mom's name?
Yeah, Mrs. Clara Meath lives in Florida.
Mrs. Clara Meath. Clara Meath's mom, as per usual, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, I'm sorry.
She forgives you.
Good. Don't, unless she makes fun of my pea shyness. Blah.
Okay, well, if you didn't talk about it so much, I'm sure nobody would make fun of it.
Blah, blah, blah.
But that being said, everybody, you are welcome. And to sign out, I will just say, blah, blah.
Blah.